this battlefield, it's just me and my warriors.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. That's it. Ready to eat. Gun. 58.
Newton on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Ready? To the set, ready? 58, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Throwing on second and 14. Newton got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, I'm coming. Patch 20. Switch.
A shotgun snap for Newton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Out of the gun, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
3rd and long, it's Newton. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 5.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Newsom, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Newton now to throw. Green brings it in. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Johnson. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Switch.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Coup able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. It's Wilson. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Finding Green complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And the catch made by Johnson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. To throw is Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Gun.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Give me some.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on third down, Newton. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing deep for Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50. Alert. You get
Wilson to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Rowe. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Now Wilson on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 13 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, son.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for the Giants. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Penny, a first down carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Sponge! No! Gun!
Newton throwing again. He's got Green. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Brings up 3rd and
3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
I got you. Great. 47,
Here's Newton. And able to find Green. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. We're set, ready? Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Ready?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? I got one. Check nickel. 20.
Now 10th carry for Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Well, he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
49, check 49, check 49. 20. Check 3.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 58, come on. 58, come on. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Throwing again. Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
On first down, it's Green. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rowe. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second and a yard, Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Check 99. Check 99.
Again, it's Johnson. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Check.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Watch out. Gun.
Newton's going to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, come.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on first down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick your game up. Spot that. Mike 50, Mike. That's it. You ain't doing nothing today.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And Charles, you know what Coach